What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to Thursday night with Mr. Pineapple. How is everybody doing today? Hope all is well. Give you a few moments to get on the live. Get on the live. This is going to be a special live tonight. We closing out with a bang tonight, okay? So we got a special guest that's coming on, and I'm excited for what's about to happen on this live, man. I'm talking about some great things that are gonna be discussed. Some great things, some great nuggets is just gonna be dropped, and you're gonna learn some fun facts about me, my journey, how I got started in business, and my connection to this amazing guest that's coming on. I'm gonna give you a few more seconds to get on. So go ahead and tag everybody. Okay, give you a few minutes. Yep. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Gotcha. There we go. There we go. Just making sure all my settings is ready. So are y'all ready to get some information? Are you ready to learn something tonight? Look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I got some things to tell you about. Just making sure everybody can see this. 1 second. Just making sure everybody can see it. Probably got to do it from my phone, but that's okay. But yeah, let me go ahead and show something to you. So before we get started, so let me tell you some updates about our Royal Blossom Company. Listen, man, my stuff had got delayed in shipment. So those of you who have ordered the legendary red Spanish tea, this one got, you see, I got that ultra shine to it. And then we got the maroon magnetic berry tea. It'll hopefully be here in the next couple of days. It's stuck in customs. Stuff we're having with my supplier. Long story short, it'll be here as soon as possible. But in the new year, we're going to have some new We Are One jackets that are now on sale. So let me go ahead and get these things pulled up. Okay, so this is the name of my company. Those of you who don't know who I am Mr. Pineapple, Terrence Ramsey, the CIO of the Royal Blossom Company, formerly known as Ripe Brand Clothing. Okay, that's the QR code that we got right here, as you see. Okay, so go ahead and scan that code, go to the website, take a look around, see anything that you like. So the new jacket that I'm talking about is this. Hold on, this is the bundle. But this is the winter bundle. So the We Are One jacket, it come with this t-shirt, $119.99. This is the actual jacket itself. That's the We Are One jacket. So if you go to the website, www.royalblossomcommunity.co, you go to that website and give you a few seconds to go ahead and check that out. Okay. So this is the other tea that I was telling you about, the magnetic maroon berry tea. Right there, special pre-order. $29.99. Okay, there we go. Just had to edit the settings on privacy. Okay, now we cooking. All right, so now we got the red Spanish tea. This is the tea that I have on. Vibrant, nice, got that extra shine on it. As one of my other famous teas that got shine on it. So all the stuff is gonna be nice and shiny and things of that nature. So it's gonna be some things. It's gonna be some things. It's gonna be some things. Okay. So I want to show y'all a slideshow. So we're gonna be talking about the infamous, legendary Black Business Bus Tour today. Okay, we're gonna be talking a little bit about that. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this tour. So this tour is about, I'm gonna give you a little bit. It's a little bit of economic empowerment, and it's about community bouncing the black dollar in the Tampa Bay area. Leading is #1 in the country when it comes to black-owned businesses. So I want to show you a quick slideshow real quick. Then I'm gonna show you a video. All right, so I'm gonna show this to you. I don't know if you can see it. All right, let me see. Okay. I don't know why the slideshow. Okay, there we go. So, okay, you got the Black Business Bus Tour. Okay. All right, there we go. That is me, Melanie, her son, her grandson, and I think that's his son's girlfriend. At that time, this was back in 2018. Go to the next one. That's Miss Bell, Melanie in the background. That's my son. That's when he was a little nugget at that time, just firstly growing his locks out. That's me and Mr. Piggott. You know, for he's a politician and pastor on the east side of Tampa. That was about during the pandemic. This picture right here is very special to me because that's Cornell, little baby Cornell. He was selling some candles at the Black Business Bus Tour, and he just didn't know how to sell his candles. And I was actually shadowing him and how to talk to people and how to network with people and how to really talk to the audience on how to sell his product and service. Because we got a lot of younger entrepreneurs out the game from the Black Business Bus Tour. That's him talking to some of the jewelry vendors, me shadowing him describing his product, and him getting out there talking, just getting his name out there with his candle business. That's me and Ramona and Miss Candy, which is the featured guest. That's me in 2019. That's me and Candy a few years back. I had grew a beard since then. So it's been a lot of different things that has been transpiring since then. So I am excited. I'm excited to really talk. I want to show you a video before I bring Miss Candy on. Okay. I want to show y'all something. I'm going to share my screen. All right. Sorry about that, folks. My computer a little slow.
Businesses in this and bring economic empowerment.
If you really want to help a neighborhood or a community, you want to start at the economic level.
So that these black businesses that we are stopping at on this black bus, all right, so they will know that we support them. And not only support them, but we want the fanfare, meaning that we want others in the area to understand that there are black businesses here in Tampa.
The economy helps the schools. It gives kids and young people an opportunity to work.
And we need to stand up and recognize them. We need to stand up, support them, and we need to stand up and back them.
It gives the entire neighborhood a chance to grow together from the ground up.
Because they are thriving. They have talents.
And I encourage everybody to support your mom and pop business owners, the everyday people that have everyday issues, that have bills to pay, mortgages, rent.
And just like everything, just like this camera that I'm talking to, that was an idea. So these wonderful people of color, they're coming with their ideas and they're putting their wares on the market.
It's a wonderful thing, the Black Business Bus Tour. Candy Lowe has done a wonderful job with it for 12 years.
But just think about the economic empowerment that will be coming in to these doors this morning, and think about the residue that will come after we are long gone.
Yes, sir. I got 2 more videos. But before I go ahead and get into them 2 videos, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna bring our guests on. I'm gonna go ahead and get my screen back. 1 second, get my screen back. So once I get my screen back, got my screen back. Here we go. All right, so there we go. So tonight's sponsor, I'm gonna close out the year with this tonight's sponsor. She sponsored my live before. Coasty Healthy Living, legendary cinnamon muffin. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, the thing started playing on his own. Go back. All right. Sometimes interruptions happen. Go back to Coasty Healthy Living Muffins. You know, one of the most legendary muffins in the land, plant-based. We're gonna be eating it during the live while we have tea and fashion tonight. So without further ado, I would like to tell you about this person I'm about to bring up. She's amazing. She's been in the business for almost 20 plus years. She has changed so many people's lives in the Tampa Bay area, statewide, even nationwide. Her name has been featured in multiple magazines. She's been on talk shows, and she's doing some things in the Tampa Bay area. Okay, so she's ambassador of the Black Business Bus Tour, author, creator of Tea and Conversation. Without further ado, let's bring on Miss Candy Lowe. What's up, Auntie?
Well, thank you. Oh, thank you so much for having me on, nephew. You are just amazing. And I have absolutely loved watching you grow the last several years in our community doing wonderful things. Thank you so much for having me on.
I appreciate you. You know, you out here doing some amazing things out here in this community. And I just want to give them a fun fact about me. So when I came across the Black Business Bus Tour, I was just doing research, and then I was at 5508 and people was talking about it. That's when I had met Miss Melody and she was telling me about it. And I said, you know what? Let me get some tickets, get on the bus tour. I rode the bus. We went over to different businesses in the community. I said, man, I got to be a part of this. At that time, my first tour, I never got a chance to really talk to Auntie and stuff. So that next one, I made sure I was a vendor. And that's when I had just, formed my LLC, and my company was named Right Brand at that time. And her event in Clearwater was my very first vending event as an entrepreneur. So it was for her event, you wouldn't be seeing me today. So it was her first event in Tampa that I did in Clearwater, June 23rd, 2018. So we've been in this thing about 7 years strong together.
Yes, I will definitely never forget that Black Business Bus Tour in Clearwater, where we had so many people participate, and so many 50 vendors at that event. I can't thank Melanie Washington enough for leading that bus tour up in that area, and how we have grown over the years and supporting our African American businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we are. So tell me, the first principle of Kwanzaa. Today is Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa, everybody. We still in the holiday spirit and holiday season. Can you tell us what the first principle today, Auntie? Can you give us some insight on Kwanzaa, please?
Absolutely. It is unity, and happy Kwanzaa to everyone, and unity. And what I thought about earlier today, because I knew I was going to come on with you, is how unity has played such an amazing part in my life, and how it has played such an amazing part in our community, growing our businesses and growing them together. Unity has brought so much strength. It has fostered so many collaborations. It has promoted understanding, and it has been a driving process for our businesses and our community. And if we don't have unity, we won't grow. And the benefits of unity as a group is enhancing our creativity. It's a sense of belonging that so many of us need to keep moving forward. And it also improves productivity, and it brings about a better collaboration. So unity is very, very important in our community, and making sure that we are striving together, making sure that we're sharing. Social media is so powerful, a pineapple, that I think sometimes we don't use it to the full effect. We should have all the time a support Black Business Day on social media, whether it's taking 2 or 3 businesses and we share them on our page every Monday or every Tuesday or every Thursday, how we could just take over in so many ways. So unity is definitely number one, and it's so important.
That sounds good. You hear it. We on day 1, and this is the last Thursday of the year. We closing out strong with unity, community. Love
Yes,
it. I love it.
Yes, and you know what? It is an absolute beautiful Thursday.
Sunset Thursday with pineapple, baby. This is what we doing. So, Auntie, let me ask you a couple of questions. Where are you from, and what's your current occupation in the community? What do you identify as?
Well, I am born and raised in Tampa, and those that know I love my city, and have been from one end to the next. By profession, I am a nurse, but I do not do nursing. Have not been in that uh, uh, field in a long time after I decided to step out and be an entrepreneur. I owned a tea shop in the city for 10 years, started it in 2003 over at the Harbor Club. Those that know, that was one of our hubs for Black owned businesses back during that time. And we closed the tea shop up in 2013. Also, we started Tea and Conversation in our community. We will be celebrating 20 years in June of 2025, where we started that actually in the tea shop. And then we started the Black Business Bus Tour in 2006. So that will, of course, in 2026, that will be 20 years of the Black Business Bus Tour. So I am absolutely proud of all of the accomplishments, and all of the accomplishments where we have brought others along with me and others. So I have been told that I am a number of things in our community: leading the Black businesses, the Black Business Ambassador, making sure that we don't leave out anyone when we are serving and bringing about unity with our Black-owned businesses. So whatever people want to label, long as it's a in a good realm of supporting Black-owned businesses, call me that.
Okay. And so how did you come up with the supporting the Black-owned? How did you come up with the Black Business Bus Tour, and what's the vision behind it? What's the history behind it?
Well, at the time, having a tea shop and had the tea shop in the center of the Black community, I could have put that tea shop anywhere. And a number of people during that time was saying to me, why not in South Tampa, or why not in up in the north part of the city? I didn't want it there. I wanted to have my tea shop in the African American community, exposing people to tea parties and teas and tea presses and everything that there was to do with tea. And of course, I've said this many times. That first year in that tea shop, I went through one receipt book, and didn't know how I was going to do it. But I had faith. I believed in what the vision was that I birthed. was at Tea Shop, and the next year I went through 2 to 3 receipt books, and I, just coming up with different ways to bring customers to my shop, and that's where the Black Business Bus Tour was birthed. We started having vendors at the Harbor Club, and then we did the Black Business Bus Tour. The Black Business Bus Tour at that time, in 2006, June, when we left the Harbor Club and had 50 people on that bus and went out to 4 Black-owned businesses, Royal Pineapple, and came back, formerly known as Royal Pineapple, I'm sorry about that, and came back, and there was 25 vendors. I will never forget, we started out in 2006 with 25 vendors. So on that day, it was like Christmas for those businesses, and also at my tea shop, bringing people back to the Harbor Club. That last route back, you know how the Black Business Bus Tour worked. That was my time to talk about my tea shop and encourage people to come into the shop and purchase tea. And it took off like a storm. And the first 3 years, the Black Business Bus Tour was every 3rd Saturday of the month. So it really helped brought exposure to my business and also to the other businesses that was vendors at the Black Business Bus Tour. Let me give you one more. This how powerful the Black Business Bus Tour was when we first started, the first couple years. There was a number of ladies that would ride on the bus, and then they got the courage to be a vendor. And that's Miss Phyllis Henry. And there was another lady that would come, she would bring her books. She sold Christian books. And they, from watching what was going on, decided that they were going to open up a shop as well. And they opened up a shop inside the Harbor Club as well. And then we had another business that opened up in the Harbor after coming on the Black Business Bus Tour, and getting enough courage, enough faith, and believing in themselves that they can go and push it to the next level, open up a shop. The Harbor Club during that time, I think we had grew up to 7 businesses downstairs, ballroom that was upstairs, and the beautiful patio. So it was a hub to grow Black-owned businesses during that time. So that's how it started, and that's what we have been doing almost 20 years in our community, supporting Black businesses, encouraging people to shop with Black businesses, and also share the experiences that we have with our Black businesses. I know sometimes it's hard for us to stay planted in the mission, in the process, but we have to keep pushing, keep moving. I know that I've been at it a long time, and I have seen the growth, and I've seen so many new businesses come up, and I do believe that Tampa may be leading the whole country in supporting Black-owned businesses. And I'm gonna put my tea up for that one.
So am I.
All right now.
That's what we do. This is what we do. So let me ask you. So by everything that I've heard from you, so you had the Black Business Bus Tour, you had your legendary tea shop. Did you have any other businesses that you owned? Just 2?
We have Tea and Conversation as well. That again, next year will be 20 years of Tea and Conversation, where we have a number of people that come out to that. And Tea and Conversation has never had a break. We've never had where we're going to take off for a year or 6 months. We've never had a break in Tea and Conversation. Even on the days when I have not been able to be there over the years. Dr. Carl Warren has set in for me. Connie Burton has set in for me. There's a number of other people that kept the train going with tea and conversation. And it's always been, and I have to say this, it's always been a variety, a mix of people that have been a part of tea and conversation, Democrats, Republicans, independents. It has been a space where we bring people together with different topics, discussions. Candidates has found it to be a place where they can come and meet people. It's been a place for our elected officials to come and share information as well of what their progress is. It's almost like a space to give a report card. It's also have been a place to hold our elected officials accountable as well. So tea and conversation is one of my babies that I definitely hold dear to my heart and absolutely love. It is every second and third Saturday of the month. And for 10 years, it was every Saturday. We changed that up several years back. So it's every second and fourth Saturday. And it's at Al's Finger Licking Good Soul Food, 2302 East 7th Avenue. And I absolutely love tea and conversation.
Okay. That sounds good. So tell everybody what tea and conversation is about.
Let me tell you. Tea and conversation, listen, it is one of the realest stops that elected officials, candidates can come through. You know, we have a number of other spaces in the community that people come through, but tea and conversation is special. Tea and conversation is where sometimes you have to have tough skin because we ain't playing with you at tea and conversation. We want to make sure who the best that we can, who you really are. If you want our vote, we want to sometime unrobe you before we, just hand over our votes. So tea and conversation has been fun over the years. We started tea and conversation out with a number of community leaders, Eddie Adams, that has gone on to be with the Lord. Dr. Carl Warren as well have gone on to be with the Lord. Reverend Dixon, who is, I think Reverend Dixon is 96 years old, but he was with us when we started tea and conversation. They were faithful, loyal to the process. Also, Connie Burton, Kim Jackson, when we started tea and conversation. Also, Brother Life, Malcolm, attorney, he was with us when we started tea and conversation as well. And we had such a great mixture of people. And even from the beginning, there was diverse Republicans, Democrats sitting at the table when we started. Uncle Ed, I definitely don't want to miss out on honoring Uncle Ed because he has been with us from day one with tea and conversation. So it has been a place that if there's a topic or if there's an issue that is going on and we discuss whatever is going on. And, it's an information space as well. When people come, you can share information. We have a period in there if people have something going on and they would like to share that information, that is allowed as well. Sometimes we have panel discussions with tea and conversation. And I'm real proud of the candidates roll call that we also have. Our first candidates roll call, we had, I want to say we had, it was either 26 candidates was there for the candidates roll call out at Golden Corral. We had the entire side of Golden Corral, and WTMP during that time was a huge supporter of ours, making sure that the information about the Black Business Bus Tour, Tea and Conversation, and any and everything that we had going on, making sure that our community was aware of it.
Okay. I'm just going through the comments. I'm just greeting everybody. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Gretchen. Hey, Denise. Hey, Brenda. Some of our community soldiers are on the live. Let me see.
Awesome.
There's your husband right here. The husband asked when is the next teen conversation. The next one up is January 11th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see what Miss Brenda said. Miss Brenda said, teen conversation is a great network opportunity for businesses. Much love. That is true. So go a little bit elaborate. It is a great opportunity to meet some people that you've never met before. It's not just talking about the community issues. It's also a sense of fellowship, sense of community, togetherness. Everybody can just discuss different issues. And what I've experienced and what I've noticed about it, tea and conversation over the years is it's a mix of everybody. It's Black, it's white, Hispanic, issues we talk about in different zones from East Tampa to West Tampa, all the inner city issues, and it's just all different types of parties. Like she said, it's Democrats, it's Republicans, Independents, people that don't have non-party affiliations, and like she said, you got to have some thick skin in there to really have these discussions. I mean, even amongst ourselves, we have discussing about, and we may not see eye to eye, but doesn't stop us from talking to each other and fellowshipping afterwards. It's just different points of view, so that's what makes it unique. And it's held every twice a month, correct?
Yeah, it's every second and fourth Saturday. Normally in December we give it a break and we come back real strong in January. So it's the second Saturday of January, which is January 11th. Thank you so much, Sister Brenda Allen, Queen Mother Brenda Allen said the breakfast is good too. Much love.
Oh yeah, the breakfast is good. Al's got some good food. Low key, they got some good food. There's a lot of stuff I don't eat anymore, but Al's got some good stuff. The chicken is good. The eggs, the grits. It's affordable prices. It's in a good central location in Ybor City, right there off of 8th Avenue. You can't beat the parking. We done had Black Business Bus Tour there as well. Plenty of space. That's what the tea conversation got, a nice patio area, and they got a stage. So when you come there, you'll have to see it for yourself. You will have to see it for yourself. What's on the agenda for this one for the new year for the tea and conversation? What's the objective?
Well, one of the things that I want to do, I just want to in 2025, because we have I want to say it's now 16 months, give or take, coming up for the mayor's race, the governor's race. So in 2025 is getting more people engaged, definitely getting more young people engaged in the political process, because the governor's race is very important, and our mayor's race, local race, is very important. We're also going to have a number of judge seats that's going to be up, and making sure that we get to know the candidates that are running for judge that make so many decisions, not just for the person, but decisions that affect the entire family. So getting people more engaged is my ultimate goal in 2025 with tea and conversation.
Okay. You see it. I'll be there.
Yes.
I will be there. First time we started off the year strong, we start off the year strong. Now I want to ask you a question.
And
Go ahead.
And you know what? about tea and conversation. It just came to me, and I say this all the time to so many people, that tea and conversation has brought people together that may not have ever crossed one another's path. Tea and conversation has allowed people a voice. Tea and conversation has also allowed people to spread their wings in so many ways. Tea and conversation has put together people that never thought that they could run for an election, but there was confidence built in that space. So tea and conversation has been an ultimate space, an essential space for our community. Also, tea and conversation is the longest running space like this in our city as well, and has brought a lot of people together that wouldn't have never been together. And also it has brought together elected officials with our community, where people wouldn't have normally known who our city councils are, or our county commissioners are, or even getting to know who our judges are, and building relationships, building friendships. So it has definitely been a stepping stone for that. I definitely cannot leave that out.
Okay, that makes sense. Let me ask you a side question, then I'm gonna go to my next question. How do you get the youth to tea and conversation?
We get the youth to tea and conversation by talking to them where they are. We miss out a lot of times by talking over their heads, not believing in them. I have always done well with young people. Always. You know what? I met you where you were. And it was me as a senior over you and so many others to encourage, to motivate, to stand in the gap whenever there was a space for me to stand, as long as you allowed me to. And there's so many others that has allowed me to stand in those spaces. That is the way I will continue and encourage young people to be in that space. Tea and conversation has been that space as well for young people, but because I know it's an election that's going to be very important, the goal is to get more there, and I can do that.
Okay. Okay. One more follow-up question. Can the youth stand in the gaps for you from your statement that you just said? Can they stand in the gaps for you?
Absolutely. You do it all the time. Artesia is on right now. She does it all the time. Gretchen is on right now. She does it all the time. So I have a number of people that are on right now that stand in the gap for me all the time. Sister, one of my nieces, love it. She stands in the gap as well. So one thing I know is I know when I need to sit back and allow the younger people to stand in the gap, the younger people to move forward. And those are things that people have to get to the point of and have to learn how to do that. But yes, and I love that.
Okay, yeah. The reason I was asking you those questions because sometimes with politics, with people my age and younger, sometimes when differences of opinion, differences of point of view creates a further divide, and I just want to have this this open discussion that have different points of view come on and see where they stand, because a lot of younger people watch my my podcast and everything, and just giving them the gateway to come to tea and conversation and making it okay, and having different points of view, different discussion, no matter what their party affiliation with, as long as you know come out here, you know, if we can use each party to move the community forward, it really doesn't matter the party affiliation, as long as we can get the stuff that we need from each of these politicians and hold them accountable, or practice some group economics, you know, and then you know have these type of discussions. So that's why I wanted to ask those questions, that was good. That's really good. That's really good. Next question. This is a good question. Which concept do you think is more impactful, tea and conversation or the Black Business Bus Tour?
Listen, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Why you
I
want to
know.
do that?
That's why I asked it.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. And
Yeah.
you know, I've asked myself, and I
Yep. Yep. Threw it in monkey wrench in there. Yep.
wow. You know, let's see with the audience, those that have been to Tea and Conversation and the Black Business Bus. So let's see what they say first, and then
Okay.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay. All right, audience. There's a lot of y'all on. Which one do you think, in your opinion, that was more impactful? The Black Business Bus Tour or Tea and Conversation? So what I want you to do in the chat, I want you to put BBBT or TC. That's what I want you to do. Put it in the chat, and then I'm gonna shout you out. I'm gonna pull up each comment one by one. BBT or BBBBT or TC. Yeah. I made this. I told you we're gonna make this. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be knowing what angle I'm gonna be coming from. Y'all don't know. I'm telling you. We're gonna drink some tea today. Boom. Yes, see. Okay, Miss Brenda Allen. Let's see what she said. She said the Black Business Bus Tour. Okay. Tell us why, too.
I like Artesia's answer as well.
Okay, let's see what she said. Let's see. All right, she said tea and conversation for the influence and economic for Black Business Bus Tour. Okay. All right, who else? There's a lot of y'all on. Come on, get in them comments. Get in them comments. Let's grow. We need some feedback.
Oh,
Miss Gretchen said the one. Miss Gretchen, I agree with you. That one in Clearwater was that one. Clearwater. Clearwater is a different animal. Okay, Clearwater was the stuff. They had a lot of businesses that you had never seen before. I'm trying to tell you. Let's see. Tell us. Come on now. Come on the chat. TC or BBBT? So we got two said Black Business Bus Tour, one said Tea and Conversation.
Think because that has come to my mind a number of times, and it's always been difficult for me to come up with an answer. The Black Business Bus Tour, like Queen Mother just said, it builds, it brings our community together. It builds confidence amongst vendors. It brings confidence amongst the businesses that we go to. It brings about a family. When you're on the bus, when you get off the bus, the excitement and the joy that I see on so many people's faces, definitely on the ones that get on the bus and don't know what to expect, and it's their first time. And that first stop and the excitement on the bus with Jarvis, that was with us from the beginning, and Connie Milton with us from the beginning, the excitement on the bus with Donald Aldrich, the excitement on the bus with Mona Judge, the excitement of the food vendors when the buses come back, the economic empowerment piece with the Black Business Bus Tour. I have many pictures of people at the cash register giving $20 and making amazing purchases and seeing so many people get off the buses. We have many videos of shopping bags. So the economic piece with the Black Business Bus Tour stands alone. It absolutely stands alone. Tea and Conversation brings about a learning experience. It brings about topics that normally does not happen in a lot of circles. It brings about truth and honesty amongst the people that come. It has also been a family. It has built a family. We have a number of people that has been coming for years, never miss Tea and Conversation, and brought about a togetherness like no other. Our last Tea and Conversation, we had a number of people there that say to me all the time, we should do more of this in our community. They bring other people with them to Tea and Conversation. They share about Tea and Conversation. And we have to be willing to expand our knowledge, definitely on the candidates that running for office, definitely the local candidates as well. Local politics is so important in our community, knowing because all things is politics, all things. So Tea and Conversation has its own fists, and the Black Business Bus Tour has its own fists and power. So it's really difficult for me to give you an answer because they are two powerful, needed entities in our community.
Okay. That's a good answer. So I'm gonna give you my answer. Well, let me give you my answer. So, from my experience, I think both concepts are great. I think each one of them serves a different purpose. I believe they both are impactful, but I say the Black Business Bus Tour has been, in my opinion, more significant because the culture that comes around it, the people, how people come together, old, young, no matter what color they are, they come in different cities, different businesses, fellowship. Everybody gets to talk and get to know each other. It's really never a dull moment, and it's competitive too on each bus. The bus captains have a rivalry going on. They've been having this rivalry going on for a long time. We don't know how it got started. It just got started, just like Bethune Cookman and family. We got a rivalry with them. We don't know why it started. It's just a rivalry. Yeah. That's what the culture brings, and it also gives people an opportunity to showcase their businesses and make impact in the community. And she just shows you where all the businesses are in the city that decide to be a part of the business tour, and to do that in such a short amount of time in one day is ingenious. And a lot of people, wouldn't think of a concept like that. So I mean, it does a lot of damage in different places. It doesn't matter where the location is, but it makes impact. But I still say Clearwater. That one just touched my spirit a different way. I don't know what it was that day. It touched my spirit, and I think it touched a lot of other people's spirit. And you know, that's the day that I met some amazing people on. They had a dance school. They had a furniture store out there. I'm gonna play the clip too. I got the clip. I'm gonna play the clip. They had Miss Marilyn. I met her for the first time. I mean, there were so many different diversity. These things that you may not know or may not been able to search on Google. Miss Canton Lowe has made it possible for everybody to see where all these businesses are. They say, oh, you know, they may not spend the day, but at least we know where you at. Next week when I get paid, I'm coming to buy this, and this. Talking about they clean that's furniture store. I still remember to this day. That lady, she sold so much furniture. I think she cleared half of that furniture store out. Talking about she got some nice stuff in there too.
My cousin Rhonda spent over $2,000 that day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then, yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. And then I have to always, you know, share after the Black Business Bus Tour, we have the business owners, they send in to me an estimate amount of, you know, what they spent, what they received, their purchases that day. And Angie at Accent Style Boutique, the first time we went there, it was amazing. It was amazing. In 45 minutes, she made over $3,000. So it has been an economic engine for our small Black-owned businesses in our community. If people don't purchase that day, they know where they are. They can share the experience. They can go back at a later date. You know, we have so many people doing lives and taking pictures and hashtagging the Black Business Bus Tour. I know when we had the Black Business Bus Tour at the NFL Yet Center, that day we had 6 buses going out. Each bus go to 4 different Black-owned businesses. It was amazing. And Renee Brown had Tampa Bay Tech marching band when we returned back. I think I was on bus number 6. I can't remember, with Walter Smith. I can't remember. Yeah. And it was amazing. All of the vendors we had there, we had over 50 vendors, food vendors outside as well. And buses came back stagnant, coming back, so that we didn't all come back at the same time. And it was just unbelievable in that auditorium with all of the vendors. WTMP was there. They did the music, did interviews. We had so many elected officials came in to meet people. I saw at the beginning of the show tonight, you had Robin Fuson. During that time, he was running for judge. He rode on the Black Business Bus Tour, and Jack Gutman, he was running for judge at that time. He and his lovely wife was on the Black Business Bus Tour, and those two have never stopped supporting us with the Black Business Bus Tour. Robin Fuson never missed Tea and Conversation. He loves it. And also a big shout out again, Donald Daldridge. Donald has been with me with the Black Business Bus Tour way back in the day, supporting me as well at the tea shop when I owned that at the Harbor Club. So it has been amazing. I see Gretchen put in the chat Bill Yanger as well. Bill Yanger, he's an attorney. We have, and even that, we have so many people that come from so many backgrounds on the Black Business Bus Tour, different professions on the Black Business Bus Tour. Way back when we started the Black Business Bus Tour, James Rivard GMC Pontiac was our top sponsor for us. That's out in Brandon. So that car dealership in Brandon, James Rivard GMC Pontiac, was our first stop. And when we would go there, we would get off the bus and go in, and on the showroom floor, they had a continental breakfast set up for us. And we would walk around the showroom floor, and the ladies there would give us a pep talk on the different cars, just kind of educate us on their brand. And we would load back up on the bus and then start our tour. And also Kenny Russian, during that time, he was, I can't tell you how many of our buses during that time when we first started, he was our sponsor as well.
That's good. It's a mouthful. Continental breakfast, man. Oh man, that's a lot. A lot of businesses, I've seen multiple businesses do that. They have stuff waiting for you. They have, hors d'oeuvres. They have little snacks that you can eat. There was a few places we went to. I think the Dance Academy had that in Clearwater, and then Miss Dana Roberts, that House of Mad, the esthetician. She did some great things too. So there's a lot of people out here in the Tampa Bay area. Angie, she does it too. When she hosts things at the shop, and when Black Business Bus Tour comes to the shop, they're very well organized. They're on their P's and Q's, so they not doing it by themselves. They getting the things done. This concept makes you step your game up too, because she gonna bring the business to you. But the question is, are you ready to receive? You gotta be ready in a position to receive, because she gonna bring the people to you. So this ain't one of those things where you just sit around and you just hanging out under your tent. Nope. This is one of them things that's gonna be upbeat. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna build culture. You're gonna meet new connections. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna take pictures. You're gonna build memories. You're gonna be on film, and most importantly, you're gonna be able to make some money too. So, yeah, I'm excited. Like, you froze up a little bit, Auntie. I think she froze. Let me see. Let's go to these comments. Let me see. Okay, said the spinoff of Black Business Hall of Fame. Much love, but she gonna come back in. Absolutely. Great evening to you. Both our servers on the Black Business Bus. So what's up, Uncle Donald? Yeah, man, I was gonna tag you. I think they beat me to you. Let me see. Countless memories. Yeah, we got a lot of memories in there. I got a lot of footage. I got a lot of pictures. All my customers, I got them. Got them in the books. Yeah, you are on record. Okay, what did Miss Brenda add? Oh yeah, we definitely gotta give a special shout out to Anthony Youngblood. Him and the charter company that's located in Ybor City. They are the reason why the Black Business Bus Tour is functioning. They do a lot of good things. They, make sure everybody's safe, and they're doing some amazing things with that. Absolutely. Let's see, Queen Regina. Yeah, so yeah, man. Look, I'm telling you, it's back. I gotta go back to Gretchen comment. Clearwater was very, very lovely. Royal Rastapano, do you remember the answer? Because it was upset. Of course. Let me tell you something. Like that one has changed the community. I'm telling you, Clearwater, that we got to go back out there. When I say we have to go back out there, I mean we got to go back out there. When I'm saying like we have to go all the way back to Clearwater, we ain't been out there since that day, since June of 2018. Now, if we go back out there now, Miss Maryland and them, they waiting for us. They waiting for us to come back. And the funny thing, it was at small community center. It was about how many vendors? It was about 50 vendors, 40 vendors. I think it was 3 or 4 buses. So it was a lot. It was a lot going on that weekend. And I'm telling you, I'm excited for what's to come in 2025. I know when the next one's come out, I'm gonna wait for Kenny to come back on. So in the meantime, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and play Clearwater. Since we keep talking about Clearwater, we're gonna go into Clearwater right now. So check this out. Hold on. 1 second. Go back to the comments. Let me see. Skin clear, clean. Man, I'm telling you, all that stuff they wasn't playing no games out there. People, when I say them people was hungry, So let me go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna go back. Let me see. We're gonna go back. Let me see. Red Blossom. I think I'll go back. Nope. All right. What it is. We're gonna share it right now. I don't know what's going on with the thing is lagging. This thing been lagging for. That's my YouTube page. Like, share, and subscribe to the Royal Blossom Company. So you want to go ahead and subscribe to that. Where is my playlist? Hold on. All right. So Auntie, I think I heard her. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to it. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, this is the wrong YouTube. That's why. Switch account. I had this pulled up, but I had to exit it out. All right. I got you. This is it. Here we go. This is where we was lit.
Entrepreneur Candy Lowe says the energy was electric as over 100 patrons showed up for the first annual Black Business Bus Tour in Clearwater. Event organizer and serial entrepreneur Candy Lowe says that it's about bringing awareness of Black-owned businesses through a day of economic empowerment.
We bring awareness. We bring awareness to Black-owned businesses. It's an economic empowerment day for the Black-owned businesses. We just experienced today a number of Black-owned businesses having 50 people in their businesses at one time. 2 buses they had within a 4-hour period, they had 100 people in their store at one time purchasing things from their businesses, which means that they will return back to their community, will return to their neighborhood, return to their churches, letting people know that we have another Black-owned business and we want to support them.
Candidate for Hillsborough County District 5 says that the Black Business Bus Tour is about improving lives in the community.
Improving lives is a platform of its own. At the end of the day, we must understand that the economic situation which we all face at time from one time to another, it's critical in how we're going to have affordable housing. It's critical in how we can open up doors to find jobs and help our constituents get jobs. It's critical in making sure that our kids is being able to be placed in one home and finish school and not have to move from one place to another because mom or dad can't have a job. So economic development also teaches what we're seeing today is how you can be an entrepreneur. Open up your business and the county, the city, and your people in your city, in your area will stand behind you and support you in your endeavor.
10-year-old entrepreneur Marcus Thompson proves that age isn't a barrier for business ownership. The young entrepreneur has been a fixture on the Tampa Black Business Bus Tour for years.
Well, I enjoy Black Business Bus Tour because people you don't know just come together and you experience different things, different culture, and this.
Jarvis El-Amin, president and co-founder of the Regional Black Chamber of Tampa, says that the tour offers business owners an instant infusion of capital by bringing the patrons to them.
Well, I'll tell you something. It's about bringing the people to the businesses. There's a saying about Muhammad said, the mountain won't come to Muhammad, Muhammad go to the mountain. And so what we're doing, we're taking the people from the Black Business Bus Tour directly to Black business. It's an instant infusion of capital.
Janice Williams, the owner of Upscale Resale, a boutique furniture consignment shop in Dunedin, says that to her, the event is about participating in the community.
Well, Upscale Resale was established 4 years ago. We actually have 25 years of experience in resale, and I'm not going to emphasize it on being a black business. It's just what we do, and we have a passion for it, and we like to service and participate in our community.
Participants of the tour also had the opportunity to hear from Executive Director Jay Henley of Arts for Life Academy on their work with youth and the importance of arts in the black community.
Well, the arts provides an opportunity of self-expression, self-knowledge, self-worth, and understanding. So when you participate in the arts, you become more disciplined, you become more verbal, you become more confident in who you are. And it's important for everyone to be able to embrace their artistic creativity because at the end of the day, that's our entire being, our ability to be creative, our ability to share and express our thoughts. So the arts is the venue that is used to make it possible for us to do that. So when you develop those things, then people become more empowered. And when you don't develop them, they become lost.
Dana Roberts, owner of the House of Mad, a participating business that specializes in facials and skincare, used the event to educate tour participants on the importance of skincare in the black community.
I found in the black community when I started to study skincare, a lot of us, people of color, are not aware of how important it is to protect their skin and the damage that the sun does and just everyday radicals. And so once I got into the industry, I found it very interesting that we will, invest money into everything with the exception of taking care of our bodies. We'll do nails, we'll do, anything that beautifies us from outward, but not from within. And so I took an interest, and I enjoy what it is that I do, and I want to make sure that people are aware that we're here, that we offer some of the same services that other, communities actually offer, and we also offer affordable prices.
Now, if you missed the bus this time, don't worry. The Black Business Bus Tour is on its 12th year and will be pulling back into Tampa in November. For more information, you can visit their website at www.blackbusinessbustourflorida.com.
Yo, you see how lit that was? That was Clearwater. That was Clearwater. That was Clearwater. That was Clearwater. When I say that was Clearwater, that was Clearwater. That was lit. We were lit. You see how lit that was? You see how lit it was? You were too cold. Memories. It don't feel like it's been that long though. That is crazy.
I know. It makes my heart happy. Little Marcus makes my heart happy. He's been a vendor for years. He's in high school now, getting ready to graduate. His grandmother brought him to the Black Business Bus Tour, and his confidence in that time frame has just grown off the charts. And so many others over the years. watching so many businesses come and go. I watched them all. One thing I do know that those that stick to it are those ones that believe in themselves and never want to give up on that baby that they birthed. So when I birthed the Black Business Bus Tour, and birthed the Tea Shop, and birthed Tea and Conversation, it was something that I didn't want to ever turn my back on. It was something that I always knew in the back of my mind one day that I would have to pass the baton. Watching that video and seeing the excitement of people and people coming in and spending with businesses that would have never had that amount of people in their shop in 1 month. They had them in there for 45 minutes. And people come out with the encouragement to spend, off saying only spend $5. I remember we were in a beauty supply store, and just the men, Brother Life decided that he would use his $5, $10 to buy his daughters some nail polish. Bonita's hair shop that was on Bush Boulevard way back in the day. You know, even if you didn't wear certain hair products, there was some lotion. Elizabeth Carson Racker, we made history with the Black Business Bus Tour. History was made when we took the Black Business Bus Tour to Tampa International Airport, got off in the blue section of Delta, got off the Black Business Bus Tour, and took the escalator up to her shop where she was set up at, and so many people bought. It has been amazing. It has been a space like no other. And so many businesses depended on the Black Business Bus Tour for a long time. Just like I depended on it when I had the tea shop, because I knew that, you know, if they did not buy today, it brought awareness to where they were located, and people always came back. So the Black Business Bus Tour is dear to my heart. And I want to just say congratulations to all of the businesses that kept moving no matter what. But I do understand some of them that stayed as long as they could, because I know our people. We have to continue to unify. We have to continue to bring strength to one another. We have to continue to believe in one another. We have to continue to drive the process. We have to continue to use social media, which is free, to promote and support Black businesses no matter what. We don't have a choice. We are one. We are one together, and we need each other. We're coming into 2025. We're coming into 2025. There's a lot of people right now that hear the sound of my voice. If you believe in you, if you have something so deep down in your spirit, so deep down in your soul, and you want to birth something new, you want to birth that baby, which is a new business, go for it and never look back. Go for it and know that you can do it no matter what. I see Gretchen mentioned switching up styles. Switching up styles, I will love them forever. They believe in the process. I remember her coming from Atlanta to be a vendor at the Black Business Bus Tour at Bounce Boy when we were on 50th Street. And she had some of the amazing accessories and purses and just any and everything that a woman would want. And I remember Erin Abel. I remember Tammy Schamberger. She was our school board. Remember, they were on the bus and I heard them talking about a purse that they were going to get when they got back. And they can't wait till the buses get back because they have to get these purses and all these other items. And when we got back, they hustled back to where Switching Up Styles was located. And Tawanda Bradley, an amazing planner of the Black Business Bus Tour, had her position in the right space. And people got off and went back and purchased purses, accessories, and so many products. And she continued to be a vendor. She opened up over at 5508 for a little over a year. And then she moved on 40th Street, and she believed, and she has an amazing daughter, Molly. I think it's like iron sharpening iron. And that is so important to have in your space. Not sometime, all the time, that can help sharpen them. And then she went on to grow at West Shore Mall, West Shore Plaza. And I was so excited for her. And we have taken the Black Business Bus to her, Black Business Bus 2 times. And as long as she wants us to come there, we will go. She never stops. She never stopped believing in her. And her daughter will not allow her to stop. So you have to have someone that believes in you. That iron sharpened iron goes a long way. And it is important. I see my sister Ishalina that is on. Amazing. She brings the children to the Black Business Bus Tour. I never forget the first time. And they had artwork. They had all sorts of things to sell, encouraging children to be young entrepreneurs. I was fortunate enough. I was pleased greatly to be able to go over to her school during that time and talk with the children and encourage them like they needed a lot of that. At that school, they were getting all the encouragement that they needed to be strong and productive young people. I remember those kids, they would come up to you. She gave them the skills and the knowledge with her team to teach the children how to sell and had to count money. And they never stopped being a part of the Black Business Bus Tour as vendors. We have to be an example for young people. We have to reach out to young people. Young people don't reach out to adults. They don't do that. So it is up to us to be that for our children, and never give up on them. If she would have given up on those children, where would they have been? And so many other people that are on right now that push for our young people. Absolutely right, Queen Mother. We must captivate We must captivate the young people. We must lead by example. And I want to say that I've been doing that for over 20 years in a city, in a community that I love, with the Black Business Bus Tour, Tea and Conversation, and now with the Black Business Hall of Fame that we had this past year in 2024, where we honored some of the most resilient businesses in our community. And that was Miss Miss May Judge. That was my first hairstylist when I was in high school, Total Image. Miss Chloe Coney of CDC of Tampa, that has always been there for me, encouraging and motivating me in so many ways. It has been unbelievable to see all of the people that she has mentored over the years. Also, Saul Davis Printing. Saul Davis Printing is one of the great leaders in our community. We took the Black Business Bus Tour also to his shop years ago. I think it was 2007. And also Marvin Knight, amazing. Marvin Knight, Oriental Fish Market in our community. Those that know Marvin has given back in so many ways to the community, making sure that he has been a strong present and an example of greatness. So the many people, I can't say enough of Rodney Jones with Business Plan Plus. He's been a sponsor of the Black Business Bus Tour a number of times, and the businesses making sure that they have a business plan during that time. I never forget meeting him for the first time. He didn't know me from Adams and said, I want to sponsor that Black Business Bus Tour. Big John Alabama Barbecue, what can I say? We had the opportunity. It was a pleasure and an honor to honor and highlight Big John Alabama Barbecue. Over 50 years in our community. Over 50 years in our community, and all ran by family. And that's what passing the torch looks like. That's what looked like leadership in my mind looked like. That's what resilience looked like. And that's what iron sharpened iron looks like. Yep. Thank you for sharing that video. It was heartfelt. It was heartfelt.
No problem. You know, that's what we, this is what we do on this podcast. We connect the dots, and everything is, done in intentional. Everything is done with purpose. I just got two more questions, and I'm gonna play one more video, then we're gonna get here. Do you see your concepts being nationwide, and what's your events coming up?
Always have seen it that. Always have seen that from day one. Always have seen it all across our country. We've had Black Business Bus Tour in Daytona. We went over with one of your friends, Real Black, me and the girls, the crew. We've gone to Dade City as well. Had the crew there for their events with our Black Business Bus Tour. I want to say those that know Miss Dolores Grayson, and also Miss Dee Wilkins, that has been a part of the Black Business Bus Tour for years, and definitely keeping me right and tight. Iron sharpened iron. Those two were from day one, and pushing me to greatness and encouraging me to be the master. I just want to say thank you to them. They will both live in my heart forever. coming up on the Black Business Bus Tour, Miss Dolores is always she's always a thought. She's always a thought in my heart, because she wouldn't let me give up. She wouldn't let me turn away. She wouldn't let me fail. And you have to have people like that in your space. You have to have people in your space that you can give ownership somewhat to them and let them run with your prize, and we all win. That's what I learned. It was okay for Miss D. Wilkins to take the Black Business Bus Tour and talk about it as if she helped birth it. People are loyal to you when you unleash some of it to them. And they were just two amazing people that will live forever in my heart, forever in my heart. And Impact Magazine has helped a lot of people. I never forget Miss D would say, people wondered why she always promoted the Black Business Bus Tour, because she believed in me. She was like a mom to me. She carried the weight sometimes for me. And Miss Dolores carried the weight a lot of times for me. Because we could be tough. We could be tough to each other. It's for so many reasons. But God is present all the time. And those two women was believers and encouraging. I know Miss Dolores was played a huge part in your life when your baby was younger, and they will live forever in our community and honored in our community. And they both stand alone in power and will live forever in my heart, and will always be a part of the bus tour. Miss D at Tea and Conversation, you know, Miss Dolores had a seat that she would come in and yeah, that's it.
Let's take a moment to honor Miss Dolores Grace and Miss D Wilkins. Let's take a moment of silence for both of them. Miss D passed away in 2021, and then Miss Wilkins just passed away a few weeks ago. I want to take some time to, to honor both of them and give them a moment of silence for that. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, we could do that on this podcast. There's no discrimination over here. Lesson happened to both of them. They was very impactful to everything that everybody do. They had so much full of life, young spirited, and very open-minded, family oriented. We honor our ancestors of the past loved ones. We speak their names every day to bring spirits close to us for divine connection, much love. Absolutely. Denise says, thank you so much, Miss Candy. She said, thank you so much, Miss Candy, for all you do for our community. Absolutely. So I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna throw one more throwback up on there. We gotta get back to the basics. We had to remind you, all your accomplishments and everything you impacted the community about. We gotta keep reminding you, When your time comes to pass a baton and everything like that, you've done some great work. So we're here to, definitely remind you of everything that you've been doing. And, we're here not only just to, get some information and education for the community, but we also here to, honor you as well, with some amazing, content and everything that you've been doing. So let me go ahead, go back and start sharing again. If everybody can see my screen, and we're gonna go ahead and go back to. Okay, where is that one at? Okay, here we go. Is the other one? All right, we got this one. Nope. This one. This one was also in 2018 too.
This is a great thing for Miss Lowe. She's done a lot of great things. She's worked hard. This is going to put an asset on Black business owners and how much money they bring in, how much good they bring into the community. And I'm just glad to be here with Miss Candy. Well, I've always maintained that from a criminal.
It's my brother Josito.
So it's not showing.
I see Buddy Scott is on. I want to say hi to Buddy. Buddy Scott was with us way over at the Harbor Club as well, way back when we first started the Black Business Bus Tour. Buddy Scott, Motown Maurice, Sean Woods, he was the owner of the Rose Bar. He and his brothers and his cousins, all those young people, when I opened up the tea shop and the Black Business Bus Tour. I don't think Sean Woods on that beginning period missed a Black Business Bus Tour. Mike Malcolm, the first 3 years, never missed a Black Business Bus Tour. I can't think of his name with the fashion movement. Lacey Brown, Lacey was with us with the Black Business Bus Tour. These guys never missed coming on the Black Business Bus Tour. Cato was with us when we first started the Black Business Bus Tour. They never missed coming to be a part of the Black Business Bus Tour. I just wanted to say that because I see Buddy Scott. He's there and take pictures for us and do videos with the Black Business Bus Tour. And this is way back when we was at the Harbor Club.
Okay, cool. Let me try to stream it again because it said people say they wasn't seeing it. All right, so let's go ahead and do that again. There it is. Let's see. Go ahead. You should be able to see it now, people. Sorry about that.
Back, and it helped build our exposure.
Well, Candy Lowe is a catalyst, you know. She brings things forward and it's a highlight. She highlights things that are happening. and as a spark of energy to move things forward.
This is a great thing for Miss Lowe. She's done a lot of great things. She's worked hard. This is going to put the accent on black business owners and how much money they bring into the community, how much good they bring into the community. And I'm just glad to be here with Miss Candy.
Well, I've always maintained that from a criminal justice standpoint, which is most of my background, that if you really want to help a neighborhood or a community, you want to start at the economic level. The economy helps the schools. It gives kids and young people an opportunity to work and to climb out of any poverty they may be in, and it gives the entire neighborhood a chance to grow together from the ground up.
Well, economic development, economic empowerment is one. You know, we just love that Candy Lowe has found a little niche, I call it, to really get the community involved, get others outside of our community to come in and see what we have here, and just be able to come back and put what I call another fork in what we're trying to do here in East Tampa.
People helping people, that's what it's all about.
Excited to tour East Tampa and see what's going on. There's a lot of wonderful things happening in this area, and in terms of economic empowerment, it's something that really needs to be happening citywide. I mean, all of us are going to do better if all of us are doing better. The idea that any part of the city of Tampa is struggling just shouldn't be happening.
Candy Lowe's done yet again another great job of setting this up. Going out to these businesses and meeting the community is one of the core things as candidates and potential representatives that we need to do.
Years, and we know that 12 years is a number that is divine order. So 12 years she has been a trailblazer with trying to pull black businesses together. Not only that, to talk with them and let them know how to create great opportunities for themselves, talking about marketing. And Candy Lowe has been very inspirational in making sure she put her hands to the plier and say, listen, on my call, I want to make sure that your business succeeds.
Amazing empowerment for black-owned businesses, especially small businesses. A lot of times when small businesses, they have the problem with customers because they don't know that they're there. Candy Lowe has came up with an innovational idea to grab a whole bunch of people, put them on a bus, and put 50 to 100 people at their business. It's an amazing event.
There are black businesses here in Tampa, and we need to stand up and recognize them. We need to stand up, support them, and we need to stand up and back them.
Like you said, Auntie, don't ever forget where you came from. Back to the basics. You know, that was another, I had to just remind you again, we just, here to celebrate you, give you your flowers, while you still with us. We appreciate you. We've grown, watch you grow, over the years as well as a, woman and things that you have done for us. And, you have blessed so many people in the community. That was Miss, if y'all wasn't paying attention, that was Miss Dolores in the front. She was in the front of the bus. She was always there. She was at every tour. She never missed one of those tours. She was there. She was called the general, the captain. She was just giving everybody orders. Everybody orders in the community, man. She's blessed with our people. And, again, we appreciate everything that you do. Everything that every business that you have impacted over the years, and including myself. I was still really young there. I really had no facial hair at that time. We were just out there just getting this thing and having a great time with this thing. And we appreciate you once again. And, much love to you. I can't wait to see what 2025 is going to hold for us. And let's do this thing for Tea and Conversation on the 11th. And let's go ahead and get this thing show on the road for 2025.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me on. I love everyone. Artesia, been a vendor and helping me in so many ways. And she's an encourager at herself and believe in herself. And I just love her. Gretchen, I can't say enough about her. I love her so much. And I love the community. I love what we're doing. Um, our businesses, we gotta just keep moving, continue to be one. Our next Black Business Bus Tour is April 3rd, the third Saturday of April, and I think that's April 17th. We'll be staging from Hands of Hope Sickle Cell Awareness. I don't have the information in front of me, but so in January we'll start pushing that information out and encouraging everyone to be a part of it. And if there's any new businesses out there that would like for the Black Business Bus Tour to visit their location, bring awareness, bring customers, and be a part of the Black Business Bus Tour in 2025, you're all welcome. You can reach out to me. My number is 813-394-6363. Again, that number is 813-394-6363. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you so much for constantly pushing. I know some of the ups and downs throughout your entrepreneur process, but never give up. Always believe in you. Sometimes you may have to keep things close to your chest until you're ready to share them. And you know, I have to say, one of the things that I loved about you ever since I met you is you listen. Sometimes, you know, younger people, you know, I'm older, much older, I'm 61. A lot of times younger people don't listen, but I've watched and you have listened, and God's going to continue to bless you in many ways. He will continue to guide you in many ways, and He will continue to cover you and your son in many ways. You just continue to be focused and allow Him to use you the way He has been. Thank you.
Appreciate you too, Auntie. It's all possible. Like I said, it was fun fact. Her event was my very first event, and she always told me, "Don't release too many products at one time. Just give them one product at a time, and just galvanize them, and then expand slowly. Don't expand too fast," which is true. You don't want to expand your business too fast because if you expand it, they're gonna start taking you for granted. So he has had some great nuggets and great news and some great insight on from the business perspective, and always nothing but love and respect, and always been there for me through thick and thin on the personal end and on the business. So we here to give you your flowers. A lot of people here love and support you as well as on this live as well. So you had Artesia, you had Miss Gretchen, you had Miss Ishalina. Who else did we have on here? You had Miss Denise. We had Miss Brenda Allen, of course. She's a big supporter of the Black Business Bus Tour. Switching up styles. Mr. Donald. We got so many people that had supported Jarvis, especially Jarvis was in the video as well. I don't know if everybody was paying attention. He was in both videos. Ward's Wardrobe, she was in there. Davina, she was in the video. She actually started off the second video. Everybody's been to her shop before.
Yeah, and if I may, Tina and Tony Ward, I never forget. It was 2017. It was the Christmas bus tour, the holiday bus tour. We went to their shop. I didn't know them from Adams. I did not know them. Took the Black business and her wonderful husband Tony and Davina. They got on the bus when we were getting ready to leave, and explain how important that day was to their business. That people coming in there and making purchases gave them an economic boost for the next several months. That has happened countless of times. Countless of times. We had a business that we went to in Tampa Terrace. As a matter of fact, Miss D. Wilkins' husband, Mr. Bill, was on that bus tour. And the young lady, prior to us going there, said that she was not doing that well, and the next month was probably going to be her last month. We were on that bus tour, and we pulled up to her shop. I let everyone know that. So I wanted everyone to go in and shop like they had never shopped before. Shop like they had never shopped before. I saw a video in Atlanta where one of the businesses, everybody just went and shopped at a business. We've been doing that for years here in the city of Tampa. We have been supporting businesses like that from day one. We got in her shop and everybody walked out with bags. Not only that, we had a customer that was in the shop that was on the Black Business Bus Tour. He asked her if he could speak to her privately. They walked to the back of her shop and he wrote a check on the spot to pay the rent for her shop for the next month. That is how powerful the Black Business Bus Tour has been for the businesses, the economic engine, the economic power that the Black Business Bus Tour have been for our businesses and our community. Yeah.
Yep.
We just have to continue to do our part. We can take the next quarter. We can do it. We can take the next quarter on our social media platforms and just find a day. That day is going to be your day to share about another Black-owned business. Yep.
Yep. That's good. That's good stuff. And in closing, those of you don't know my mission statement of my business. So my mission statement is to restore, build, and create. To restore all the wealth and resources about living lost in our communities, to build up the youth and children that are coming behind us, to create a unique commonwealth for entrepreneurs, put them back in their God-given purpose and talents. And the brand values is to be fun, spirited, and passionate about everything that you do. And also my famous quote is, once you discover how unique you are, you begin to change the world around you. So with that being said, we are Sunset Thursday. We sunsetting on this year. We're going to sunrise on the new year. Thank you for tuning in with Thursday night, sunset night with Pineapple. Thank you, Miss Candy Lowe, for your time and your dedication and the impact that you have made in the last 20 years plus in business. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you so much for having me. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for your wonderful comments. Much love, peace and blessings to you all.
All right, peace and blessings. Everybody have a great night. I'm gonna come up with a special promotion for the new year as well. It's going to involve Miss Candy too, so I'll let you know. I got to think about it. But yeah, have a good night and take care, everybody.